All right. Hello out there, YouTube. What's going on, everyone? It is DevonDunn here. I am the average gaming dad, and we are right back at it live again, but this time switching over to MLB The Show. What's wrong, buddy? My dog's whining. We got, let's see, about three and a half hours um, before I have to step away, but just wanted to hop on and get the off season going and kind of figure out what the next steps are for this rebuild for this franchise. Um, I do definitely want to take this, a long time, as long as it stays interesting. Um, for me, I mean, essentially, like I want to continue to enjoy playing. But yeah, if you missed the last episode, spoiler alert, we won the World Series. It was actually really, really close, even though we won in 5 games versus the Dodgers. It was still actually really close because every game that we did win, we only won by 1 run. I know at least one of these was an extras. A lot of these were late, like go aheads. So it was not easy, despite maybe looking like it at 4 games to 1. Kyle Teal won World Series MVP, I guess. He had what? He had a 3 for 4 day in game 1, 0 for 2, 0 for 3, and then 1 for 3. No home runs, no extra base hits. I, you know, it is what it is. But we all know who the real MVP is. It was our pitching. It was John Means, who was absolutely electric in the postseason. A 5-0 win-loss, pitched 32 and a third, 40 strikeouts in that period of time, a 1.11 ERA and a .59 WHIP. That ERA was sub 1 heading into the final game of the World Series, where John Means got the start, and he ended up giving up a 3-run shot towards the very end of his playtime. He's, to me, was World Series MVP for as much as he pitched across the postseason and even in the World Series. He was just absolutely phenomenal. At 34 years of age, he's still progressing. And so I'm definitely going to try and bring him back. And with that, I mean, there's really nothing else to do. We already went through all the stats for the year at the end of the regular season. We went through the postseason, so it's time for the offseason. We will have to re-sign a hitting coach, as Alexander Ratliff has decided to retire. He gets to go out on top. And third base coach has ended. We'll need to re-sign that. All right, no retired players for our team. Matt Bowman, Jordan Romano had some decent years. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rondon, Trevor Martin, Kyle Freeland. Some notable names in here. Ben Lively. Dalton Jeffries. Any other old men sometimes that are actually really good, they just never end up getting picked up. Doesn't look like it. Okay. No Hall of Famers. Exclusive free agents. We got John Means. We could offer him. I don't. We will make him an offer. I mean, wait a second. 1 year, 17 and a half. I mean, if we have to pay him $20 million to get him anyway, we might as well tender the qualifying offer. And then if someone else signs him, at least we get a draft pick. Colin Pache, was very, very good. He's 35, but he is still progressing. He only needs 7.5 to sign. I think that's perfectly fine. And Penn Murphy at 34 is regressing. He's been okay. He pitched 103 and 2/3 inning for some reason with 4 blown saves, 19 holds. So came in late in the game, held the game. He's not bad. He's just going to keep regressing. I think it's time. I think it's time we say goodbye to Penn Murphy. I wish I could remember who our manager was. Does it say? Maybe if I saw him, maybe it was this guy. No. I really don't know. It seems weird that like you wouldn't be able to know who your manager was, but it's just not a prevalent part of the game. And I really just don't see him here. Can I scroll through here? Nope. All right. So I guess right after winning the World Series, we're going to not rehire the same manager, which feels weird, but let's see. I mean, plate discipline, power, stealing could be nice on some of our guys. -3 stamina, though, for pitching. Or we have plate vision, power, and stealing, -1 stamina. That's pretty good. Ooh. Contact, velo, stealing, only -1 to bunting. We don't really bunt, so this could actually be pretty good, but I think we're going to offer Jose Rivera. Vision, power, and stealing. Those are some big upgrades. We'll offer him 3 years. Maybe like $6 million a year. Maybe 6.5 a year. There we go. That gets him full interest. Let's see. We need a hitting coach. This is perfect. Clutch, vision, power. We don't care about drag bunting. I really like this guy. Let's see if we can lock him in for 4 years. And then our third base coach. Kyle Teal actually had a number of pass balls, so I really don't want to give up on blocking. Andreas Novoa. He doesn't seem particularly bad, does he? Okay. So hopefully that locks in our staff. No need to rebrand anything. So John Means is going to get a qualifying offer. We offered Colin Pache, and we're going to let Penn Murphy walk. Let's get to free agency and see where we land. All right, so Jose Rivera has accepted the White Sox offer as manager. I don't know why you wouldn't want to take over a team that just won the World Series. And Andreas Novoa accepts our offer as the third base coach. And Victor Zarate is our hitting coach for the next 4 years. I really liked his attributes, so I think that's going to go a long way. Last day to tender qualified offers. Nope. Last day to offer contracts is the day to offer. Yes. All right. So we got our 40-man. So let's sort on who is Rule 5 eligible, but is not on the 40-man. Brooks Baldwin. He would very likely get picked up in the Rule 5 draft. We have 35, 36, 37. So let's first actually sort on our 40 man. Go down to the bottom. And see if there's anyone we need to kick off. Zach DeLoach. We can remove him. He's always on and off. Cam Boozer can go. Ricky the GOAT. Who would have thought that he would have been like just so good this year? All right. Lennon Sosa. He saw very limited time at the big league level. He's not Rule 5 eligible, so we can remove him from the 40 man. Braden Montgomery is not Rule 5 eligible, so we will remove him. We like Xavier Curry. Owen White may actually see some time at the big league level, so we'll keep him. Gonzalez, probably not Rule 5 eligible. Gibbet, Jose Azocar, he was on the roster. Susick, probably not going to be on the big league roster. Could be a trade piece, but we definitely don't need him on the 40 man. So that puts us at 31. Okay. All right. So Brooks Baldwin, do we need to save him? Probably not. Like, he's very likely to get picked up. He does seem pretty good. We should probably hold on to him just in case. Perlanda Baroa. Not too exciting. We have plenty of good pitching depth. If he ends up, getting picked up, so be it. Corey Lee at 30 years old is definitely not a bad option. But again, I don't think we need 3 catchers on the 40 man. Yeah. We might lose some pitchers. JJ, he's only a 71 overall. He is like a top prospect, but he's 26 and only a 71 overall. Good defensively, not super exciting. I guess like if he ends up going, that's fine. There's just so many guys that we really don't need on the 40 man. It's like if they get picked up, okay. We can also, if we really believe in them, go and get them in the 40 man. So we added Brooks Baldwin. I don't know. We might need Baroa. We're at 31, 32. We'll add him. I like his stuff. His walks per 9 is pretty low. All right. So we feel good about the 40 man salary arbitration. Cade Smith. This was a big part of the reason why we were so good. He had a phenomenal year. We got to bring him back. We'll offer him arbitration at 7.4. And then we will offer him probably a pretty big deal. At 29, I'm okay with 5 years for one of the best closers in the league, someone who's previously won reliever of the year. I think $12.5 million is very reasonable. We have plenty of money. Roster full? How is our roster full? That makes no sense. Okay. That's very odd, but all right, let's go through it then. All right, so we have 23 starting pitchers. Who do we have? All right, we got some deep potential guys. Where did these guys come from? We may have to sign some guys in the future, but that's fine. I don't remember where we got some of these guys. We have so many outfielders. Holy. All right. So just trying to clear all these guys that are just like Heasley, 32, 71 overall. The chance of him getting big league time is very, very small. How about relief pitchers? Chad Carlson, gone. Victor Gonzalez. He wasn't great. He's 33. We could say goodbye to him. Cam Boozer. He's on waivers. Like, I don't know where some of these guys came from. I'm not even going to lie about it. Tyler Gilbert can go. Gibbet at 35 is still doing work. Okay. So kind of weird, but all right, that we had to do all that. All right, so Kate Smith, 5 years, $12.5 million. We want him back. Jonathan Cannon was not that great. We're just going to offer him arbitration. $8 million. I mean, he did have 2 really good years. Last year, just not great. $13 million. We'll offer him arbitration. Eder will offer arbitration as well. Colson Montgomery had an absolute breakout year last year. Hit 260, like 437, 16 home runs, 22 doubles. Big year for him. He would be $10 million a year to sign now. I think we'll just continue to offer him arbitration and lowball him. Maybe offer him, see if we can lock him into like a cheaper long-term deal. Like 7 years, $8 million. That'd be pretty cheap, beneficial for both sides. He gets to decide if he wants a short-term contract for little money. Jolks actually has been surprisingly good for us. Plays a number of different positions. What is the arbitration on him? $1 million? Okay. Azokar will offer him, $5 million. And he hit the ball reasonably well. Gibbet we like. 2 years, $3 million apiece. That's pretty easy. Curry's actually been really good for us. We got him in the Rule 5 draft. So we'll go 3 years, 1.6. It's fine. Lennon Sosa, I'm not super enamored. And then Victor Gonzalez, we're going to let go. Okay. Regular tender contracts. A lot of renewing contracts here. I think pretty much everyone on here we want to keep, right? All right, so there's some guys we don't need to re-sign, but I know this is not the most exciting thing. But just trying to get through these. Just part of franchise mode. Be really nice if you could just do like, just select a bunch of like boxes and be like, re-sign all. All right, so a lot of these guys are going to go. All these guys are on waivers. All right. And now the super fun part. Look how far we've come. Free agency. I guess. What do we need? All right. So next year, we'll probably have Thorpe, Wilson, and then hopefully John Means. If we don't get John Means, we have a ton of youth and a lot of guys growing. We might want to add like one like really top end pitcher, but a lot of these guys like we feel pretty good about. So starting pitcher, even though we don't maybe have like elite top end like 90 plus overall talent, I think we're pretty good there. Plus we have 22 starting pitchers on the roster, which once people clear waivers will go down quite a bit. Relievers, we got Kate Smith, who we're going to edit him. No, we're not. Jimenez was good. Ben Joyce, Gibbet, White, Xavier Curry, out of the like long relief, Marcelo Mesa. He'll probably get a shot at the big leagues this year. That clutch is very concerning. But 94 hit per nine. He's only 26, could be pretty good, especially for a 6-rounder. That would be amazing to see him. So I think we're good with relievers. We have our closer in Kate Smith. We could even see Adrian Santo. Probably not yet. But catcher, Kyle Teal is the guy. He had a good season last year. Very productive. We got Caro. We got Henry Davis. We got Sussex. Got good catcher depth. We need some first baseman for our minor league teams. And in case Villar gets injured, we might look to go get David Fry back. Jazz, we still have under contract for the next 5 years. Big contract, but paid off. So he played mostly third. Renhefo, he's still got 2 years left in his deal. 3 years if you count this year. He actually made some plays defensively, which I really, really liked. Starting to regress a little bit, but we have faith and we have depth behind him. We still got David Fry, who did not hit particularly well, but is definitely good to have, especially because of the variety of positions he could play. Play catcher, first, third. We love that. Brad Ramos is here as an option for a bench bat. Shortstop, Garrett Hampson was awesome. Got 1 year left on his deal, although would like for him to be a little bit better versus lefties. Colson Montgomery breakout year. He'll probably be a starter or DH for us. We still got Scotty Salas. I mean, so we got depth there. So much depth. I still think probably outfield is where we need the most help. Like, Jolks was good. but there's just so much opportunity for an upgrade. We got some young guys down here like Merced who could probably hit, is a liability defensively, but can hit. But he's only 19, so would like to still give him some opportunities in the minors. Still got Alec Thomas, who's not bad. Ruiz, of course, had a big year. Hit 261. The slugging is slowly getting up there. Only 5 home runs last year. It's kind of crazy. One of those was a walk-off grand slam in the playoffs, if you can believe that. But OPS over 700. WAR of 2.1. Is he the guy? I don't know. And then Stone Garrett, huge year. Finished, I didn't realize he was doing this good, but he finished the year with hitting 313, OPS over 860, and a WAR of 1.8, which is kind of low considering how well he hit. Defensively, maybe not quite as good. And of course, Ricky, who I just really need him to hit lefties better. So I feel like outfield is probably where we really need, but let's see what our options are. So Gunnar Henderson. I mean, what a player. He wants 10 years, 35 million a year. That would pretty much take our entire budget. And we really don't need him. Emmanuel Clase would be a phenomenal get, although he did have a down year. J-Ram also would be a phenomenal get. He's 36 years old. Maybe still got to hit 34 home runs last year. He wants 1 year for 26. But again, we really just need outfielders more than anything. We faced Tyler Glasnow last year with the Dodgers. We kind of got to him a little bit. He was pretty good. Let's see. So we got Kirby, Glasnow, Peralta. I mean, George Kirby was pretty amazing. But we can't afford him. 6 years, 36. Framber Valdez could be an option. He's old, 1 year, 28. Just wants so much money. I think we're just gonna have to rely on our young guys. Let's just go straight to the outfielders and see what we got. Jordan. He's 31. And he hit 34 home runs last year. Jordan still wants 5 years, 26. Okay. Riley Green. 5 years, 26. Nolan Jones. Get him in a Guardians uniform. Do they actually update that? That'd be crazy. Jared Kelnick. I don't know. Oh, we could bring back Benintendi. How did he do over? So we traded him to Cleveland. Yikes. 173, 249, and then 217 with Detroit. I mean, he had his opportunities. He just didn't really do anything with them. Lourdes Gurriel. It's actually not bad, but he's just regressing so heavily. Old man Conforto still here at 36. Oh, O'Neal Cruz. Interesting. He wants 5 years, 20. Cannon for an arm. Good speed. Just does not hit particularly well. Never really became that huge superstar. Byron Buxton. There's some guys, but just really no one I'd be like super, super excited to bring in. And definitely no one I think that would be like a massive upgrade from what we already have. So I think unless we're going to make a trade, there's really just not many people that I really want to go after. Not going to lie. Which is kind of boring. Like, you want to bring someone in. Sean Murphy's absolutely elite. Had a huge year last year with the Braves, but they don't want to pay him. He's 34. We do need depth at first base. And Tristan Casas is actually kind of nasty. 37 home runs last year. He only won $16 million. The only problem is we already have our first baseman of the future. And Tristan Casas cannot play any other position, and he has a speed of 4. So we could bring him into DH. $37 home runs last year. He could be really good. Torkelson as well. He plays a number of positions. Really slow, so we would really only put him in the corner outfield. But he can hit. Could play first, third, and corner outfield. Could be an option. The Pasquatch. Get him from a rival in Kansas City. But I'm more interested in some depth guys. Some guys to kind of fill out the minor league roster a little bit. Was looking for some young guys that are not deep potential. Although Rolando Clements, I mean, first base, I don't really care too much about. Defense, the dude can hit a little bit. But there's just like no interesting prospects down here. I mean, this guy can at least hit. Wow. So he just signs right off the rip. Okay. Because we only have one first baseman on the roster right now. So just pretty much anyone. I would love to find someone that's in their 20s with C potential, at least. Just like not available. And I hate having deep potential guys. Like, I don't know. We could sign Casas, have him DH for us. Like I said, huge year last year. He only won 16 million. Let's try and bring him in. All right, so we're gonna say first base, so we get that, and he is a lefty bat, and probably is a power. All right, so that gets him on there. We'll lock that in. Again, we don't really need him, but we could use a little bit more power. Certainly wouldn't hurt anything. All right, so let's sim a week then and see kind of where we land. All right. Heard through the grapevine, Chicago Cubs looking at Andreas Munoz, a closer. We don't need a closer. All right. Tristan Casas is interested. 62% to sign. Got a big motivation boost, 10 per week. So I think we're probably good. Villar should not be worried because he is going to be the starter. Casas would be our DH. I do also like, where is Cole Reagans? We have had to face Cole Reagans a lot. And I would love to get Cole Reagans here instead of having to face against him in Kansas City. But we already offered a qualifying offer to Means. I don't know if anyone's going for him. He only has 41% motivation to sign. But we might, depending on how things go with Casas, we might also look to sign I'm blanking on his name. Cole Reagans. Okay. Has everyone cleared waivers? Yeah, everyone's cleared waivers. All right, so we don't really care about Sean Burke. We do want to renew Sussex contract. We'll bring back Gonzalez. We'll bring back Montgomery. Deloach can go. Boozer can go. We'll keep Burrows for 60K. That's just for depth. And Sean Burke can go as well. Still got a ton of guys we got to worry about in arbitration. Okay. We already offered him 6-7 in arbitration. I don't think we need to offer him another. Okay. Let's go another week. Tyler Glasnow is going to be a Giant. Emmanuel Clase goes to Boston. Okay. John Means has accepted the qualifying offer and is now under contract for next season. That's really good for us. Oh, Tristan Casas is on the big board. The Cubs are offering, we have 62%. I really don't want to offer him 5 years at. Wait, no, he's only 29. Yeah, we'll offer. Oof. I think this is worth it. I think this is worth it. 5 years, 20 million a year for a guy who hit 37 home runs last year, had a WAR of 4.3. Let's see what we get. Sock it to me. All right, Tristan Casas is a White Sox. We got a huge bat. We got some depth at first base. The Phillies get Royce Lewis. The Braves get Gunnar Henderson. Okay. How's our budget looking? We have $15 million available, and we have a lot of guys in arbitration that go well beyond that. I think we need to clear some space. Not from Jazz, John Means, Garrett Hampson. We just signed. Who would be a guy that we would be willing to move away from? I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. Who would we move away from? David Fry maybe only hit 244. He was also really phenomenal at times. Hmm. Like the John Means is like only an 80 overall, but it's just so good. I really don't know where we could save some money. I think Casas is going to be worth 20 million a year. Jazz was phenomenal. I'm a little worried that Rengifo won't be worth $17 million. Only 8 home runs last year. Isn't great defensively. We have plenty of depth. I'd be willing to shop Rengifo. And honestly, like him and maybe David Fry together. I mean, Ramos had 113 at bats, hit 274. Slugging wasn't quite there, but he wasn't bad in some limited starts. And that would clear up a lot of room. Let's just see what we could get. And could we say like we could move? Honestly, we could move Villar to third, or we could add third as a secondary position and just say like we trained him in the offseason, move to third. That's an option. So if we have Rengifo and we add David Fry, we would save ourselves $20+ million. David Fry's on the last year of his deal. We do still have arbitration, so a team would get another year of control. 2 more years of team control on Rengifo. Are there any just huge trades? I mean, holy. Hit per 9 is a 36. Is that real life? Clutch is a 42. Absolutely not. I really don't need pitching, though. We could get Rafael Devers, though. We could get Rafael. Don't think that we would be able to afford that. Amos Johns, an infielder. Look at that mustache. Holy cow. 4th round draft pick in 27. Cannot hit. Can't really do anything. You're just hoping that maybe in 10 years he's good? Hard pass. Oh. Mark Enriquez. 84 overall, only 22 years old. Looks phenomenal. Looks absolutely phenomenal. Could be the next Cade Smith for us. That's quite a lot for one closer, though. Santander, Jonathan Clase. There's some decent prospect offers here. Yo. This guy looks kind of nasty, though. Didn't pitch great for Detroit. I also don't know if I would want to make an interdivision trade. We can clearly get a lot for Rengifo and David Fry. Remember, we only got David Fry because of an injury. None of these are really super exciting. Alex Bregman, though. He's only 18 million. So are we swapping infielders? Power versus lefties went down 13. "21 home runs, kind of a down year." And what? Frankie Montas. There's just really nothing like super exciting out of these. all these A potential guys are just so far away from. Matt Shaw is phenomenal defense. All right, I'm getting kind of bored looking through these. What I really need is an outfielder. Could I trade for just like an insane center fielder? Like a Julio Rodriguez. And I would even give you like, wow, that doesn't do it. Okay. That's kind of crazy. You would think that would get it done, but I guess not. Who would be our most valuable? Even adding Jazz doesn't get it. That's crazy. Okay. Okay. And then maybe like Alec Thomas, Ruiz. So we could get Michael Harris, who's just nothing crazy, but would save us a lot of money and give us a good quality outfielder. We could bring back Luis Robert. PCA is actually interesting. The offensive output obviously is not there, but just absolutely elite defensively. Had a good year last year, and they really like that. Still 2 years of arbitration control. And he's only 26. But he's probably tapped out on his potential. Roman Anthony, actually, though. A potential, 80 overall, only 24. Doesn't hit particularly well, but this would be like a big move for the future. Can already play defense phenomenally. Okay. So the Reds would give us Roman Anthony. Dang, Mike Trout's a 69 overall now. Retire. Please retire. So we can get Michael Harris, who's 28, 86 overall, or Roman Anthony, 24 overall, a potential 80. Kind of just banking on the future. Hasn't really broken out. Started in Boston, now in Cincinnati. Plays really good defense. Maybe like that plus Ruiz. Hmm. So we would add an elite defender in the outfield. Good bat, good potential. We move on from Renhefo and turn David Fry, who we got last year. All right. We're going to make that trade to the Reds. It's a big deal. And then along with that, we are going to take Villar. And we are going to add third base as the secondary position. Because he actually does profile that way. Great fielding. Actually, not really a huge arm. Not a big arm, but should be able to do good there. All right, so we got that. We still need some depth at first base. I'm pretty happy with our pitching, relieving, closing, catching, so we need first base depth. So we need first and third. We have 1 billion left fielders. Let's try and do that. So where can we get rid of some guys that try and free up some room? Like a Peyton Paletti, 27 years old, 72 overall, is just so far down here. Should bring plenty of value. Maybe we roll that with a Baroa. Because the thing is, look at these guys. We have 4 guys up here who are under 30. Like Kai Bush at 29. And then maybe a left fielder in here. Like DJ Gladdy. Probably never going to get a shot, right? And then who do we want to farm from? probably someone like who's really good. I mean, the Rockies always need pitching. Okay, so that would add some first base. How about some third base depth? Okay. So had 2 third basemen and a first baseman. That works. Okay. So we got our first base depth. We got our third base depth. We rolled out some pitchers. Assuming we sign all right, so we need to renew these contracts. Kind of weird that they could get traded without being under contract, but okay. And then, so, oh, Roman Anthony. All right. I mean, we didn't make this deal if we didn't think this was going to be the guy of the future. Let's go 8 years. Wowzers. Do we really think Roman Anthony is like the guy? I mean, he could be so good. We just haven't quite seen that breakout year, but I do want to lock him in. Let's wait. Let's wait for that really big year. No, maybe we don't. Two years, 10 million, and offer arbitration on him just in case. Still have a ton of money tied up in arbitration. There's really nothing else we need. Freddie Peralta, do we want to sign him? I mean, he's not bad. We just don't need him. The only other guy that I was interested in looking at was Cole Reagans. But I think we'll just let it ride. I think we're good. I think we're good, honestly. Roman Anthony, we get from the Reds. We already know that. Pirates get Jordan Westberg for Victor Robles and Darryl Young. I think we're pretty much all set. Like, yeah. Freddie Peralta is going to the Phillies, so he didn't even go to Detroit. Alec Boehm is going to the D-backs. Or no, to the Rangers from the Diamondbacks. Okay. Yordan Alvarez is a Baltimore Oriole. Wow. Okay. The Royals get Kyle Bradish. Okay. We don't need to know what the draft lottery is because we know where we're picking. The Blue Jays are offering. They want Ben Joyce in exchange for Damiano Palmigiani. No. We have two amazing starting first, third basemen. And we like Ben Joyce. Although, actually, maybe we don't like Ben Joyce. 4.5 ERA, 1.4 WHIP. He actually really hasn't been that good, honestly. We're paying him $4.5 million over the next 4 years. Throws gas. He should be amazing. But a negative WAR player. He would be their best reliever. Wow. And we would get a 29-year-old rookie. But he would just sit in the minors at 29 years old. I don't know. Doesn't particularly help us. Okay. Do we even... Oh, we do. Interesting. Okay. We have gotten relievers in the past that have worked out really, really well. But I don't see anyone I think that's going to make a huge difference here. Especially not someone on the Major League roster. So we'll skip that. Okay. All right, so we got arbitration. I think we'll be fine. Mariners get George Kirby, so they just continue to stack their pitching. I think he was actually there last year. They just re-signed him from free agency in a 7-year deal. Bo Bichette to the Mariners. Maybe we'll see the Mariners again in the playoffs. J-Ram is a Dodger. Of course he is. Feels weird. We're going to be going in to the next season without Rengifo. They really don't like our starting pitching, even though it was great. I know our outfielding's kind of weird. Why does it say our... We have Garrett Hampson at short. It's like one of the best defensive shortstops. Feels really weird that they really just don't like where we're at. I think we're going to be just fine. Last day to offer free agents. I think we're okay. All right, so Eder gets... Holy hell. Jake Eder gets $11.3 million. Okay. Colson gets $4.6 million. Azokar gets $4.9. Alec Thomas gets $2.8. Wow. Those guys got absolutely paid out of arbitration. Normally it's a way to get players for the cheap. Did not work out that well for us this time. All right. That's it. Let's get to spring training. Cannon gets $12 million. Jolks gets 8.2. Well, there goes any extra money we had. And we are at spring training. What does our budget look like? Oh, we still have 32 million available. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I mean, we have so much money after winning the World Series. Feels good. All right, I just have to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we will look at that. Look at that. We went from like 20 something ranked to 8th ranked. Best GM, hands down. All right, I have to go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll pick this up. All right, we are back. What do we got? All right, so let's get through spring training. I never really care about spring training all that much. All right, we're locked in here. Let's make sure our rosters are set. So, wow. We go out and pay these guys $1 bazillion, and then we're not going to play them? Like what? We want Eder. Cannon's making $12 million and was a starter the last 3 full years. All right, so Jerpy is going down to AAA. Hagen Smith, I guess, is going to be a starter. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 starters. I guess we don't need Xavier Curry up because he's really just a good lawn relief guy with 38 stamina. But if we have that many, and then we'll just kind of see how these guys pitch out of the pen, and then we can move guys down as we need to. Okay. Have Teal, Davis, Caro, Lee. Yep. Casas, Villar. Yep. You should probably be in AA. Jazz. Yep. Ramos at the major league level is okay. All right, so Garrett Hampson. Why? So stupid. Colson will definitely be at the major league level. Scotty at AAA. AAA. double A, double A, triple A, triple A, double A. Okay, I guess. Left fielders will have Julks, Azukar. One of those guys might get sent down. Let's see. Our AAA has like no pitching. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Oliver is going to be at the major league level. Stone's going to be at the major league level. Roman Anthony, Alec Thomas, and Ruiz. Yeah, one of these outfielders is going to have to go. I just don't know which one it is. Problem is, we're paying them all pretty good money. Except for, I guess, Alec Thomas, but he's like probably the best hitter. All right, so we have 4 AAA guys. Okay, double A. All right, so why do we not have pitching? 1, 2, 3. Okay, just everyone's in single A, I guess. I mean, I know we just drafted them, but geez. Mitre should be up at AAA, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 AA. And these guys can be at single A, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Marcelo Mesa can definitely be in AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yep. So we still have 2 extra guys. I think Hagen Smith will go down to AAA. And I mean, Ben Joyce has not really been good. So let's actually start him in AAA as well. We have to DFA him. Owen White can go down to AAA. Okay. So that's weird, but we got there. Okay. So rotation. John Means is obviously going to be the ace. Him and Bryce Wilson. And then behind him, Cannon and Thorpe. Drew Thorpe, then Eder, then Cannon, Noah Schultz, and Iriarte for lawn relief. Jesus Christ. We have no relievers. This feels really weird. I think we're going to have to turn some outfielders. Because we just have too many guys. Like, so we'll have all right. So we'll have what? Casas at first or DH, Villar at first or third, Jazz at second or third, Ramos on the bench, Garrett Hampson and Colson Montgomery short and third. So our infield is set. And then outfield, I think we'll have Roman Anthony in center, Ruiz in a corner outfield spot, Stone in a corner outfield spot. So really, I do really like Oliver because we know he can hit. He produced a lot more power than his ratings might indicate last year. So then we still have Alec Thomas, Azakar, and Jolks. One of these guys, Jolks can hit lefties, Azakar can hit righties. Alec Thomas. Alec Thomas is the youngest. He's going to go to AAA. I can't. Oh my God. All right. So we're going to DFA and outright him to AAA. And bring in another reliever. We really liked Xavier Curry. He did well. So we'll move him back up to the major leagues. Okay. And we'll see where we need to go from there. Okay. All right. That makes me feel a little bit better that we actually have a bullpen now. All right. Now for the lineups. This is a big deal. Okay. So versus righties. Oh, man. All right, so I think, let's see, Ruiz. Who is our worst defender between these guys? 65 reaction. 82 arm. All right, so Ruiz is going to play left. Stone in right. Roman Anthony in center. We're going to have Casas. We're going to have Casas DH. Oh, man. Do we really want Brian Ramos starting? Or do we sacrifice? Yeah, I think we're going to sacrifice the defense. We're going to play Villar at third. We're going to play Casas at first. And we're going to have Ricky DH. Ricky leads off versus Rise with 86 contact. And then it will be... No, it'll be Garrett Hampson. Then Oliver. And then... Or do we trust Ruiz? His on base, he's actually wasn't bad. On base 322. Thing is, he can steal. But he also has that massive clutch rating. So, like, leading him off is, like, not insane. I think I'll actually have him as, like, our 9-hole. Casas hitting third. Jazz hitting fourth. And then Villar, Stone, Roman Anthony, Kyle Teal. Okay. Versus lefties, Ruiz leading off. All right, so Ruiz will be in left. Roman Anthony in center. Stone in right. Tristan at first. And then we'll actually have Julks with 84 contact versus lefties DHing. We'll have Villar at third. And it will be Julks, then Ruiz, and then Stone hitting third against lefties. Then Casas, then Jazz, and then Roman Anthony, Garrett Hampson, Teal, Villar. The nice thing is we have decent clutch across the board. We still have Colson Montgomery here, but he's a good bench bat. Can come off the bench. Same with Oliver. Same with Azakar. All right, I like what we're going on here. We do have like a little... like all righty, all lefty, but I think that's fine. I don't really care too much. All right, there we go. We're finally ready for opening day. All right, so opening day, we will play. We come back with our ace, John Means. We got... Let's play... Well, I guess if we're not at home, but these City Connects are just so cool. So even though we're away, we're still in Chicago. So we're going to rock the City Connect for opening day here. playing in Wrigley, coming off a World Series win. Pretty much dragged our ass there by John Means, who was going to take the bump. We got some new guys. Tristan Casas, we paid big money in the offseason. We rolled David Fry, who we picked up last year because Villar got injured. And no more Rengifo, who was our big free agent signing in our first year. He really helped build this organization, but he's got older. Not really hitting nearly as well, starting to regress. We said, thank you for your service. You got a World Series ring, but it's time for us to move on. We got a little bit younger. We made a huge trade for our new center fielder of the future. At least hopefully is going to be the center fielder of the future in Roman Anthony. Let's hop into it. So Rick Oliver, they think, is going to lead an average at 281. Tristan Casas, OPS, Jazz, and home runs. Ruiz and stolen bases. I mean, all that's... And we're projected to go 82 and 80. Okay. We'll have something to see about that. We will be facing off against Cutter Crawford, 0.16 whip in 122 innings. See what he can do here. Leading off with Garrett Hampson. Fouls the first pitch, a cutter down and in. Fastball down the middle, fouled back. Good timing.
That's out.
Man, these City Connects looks good. I also really like it against the Cubs. You got like the red versus blue, white versus black. Uniforms, of course. Garrett Hampson, a little blooper. Does not land. Caught by the shortstop there. Now we get to see Ricky. Has been starting since he was 18 years old. Got him via trade. And he's been good. Had kind of a breakout year. In power, at least. It may not sound like it, but hitting 12 home runs when you only have like, I think he started the year with like 30-something power. Grew by plus 12 power, I think. Last year. But goes down on the splitter. First time we've seen that pitch. Absolutely fell off the table. Good pitch by Cutter Crawford there. All right, Casas. Our big free agent. $20 million a year. Takes a rip at the first pitch. Pops it up. And caught. Pretty quiet first inning. We're going to see PCA leading off with Justin Crawford and Cruz facing off against our ace, even though he doesn't have the highest ratings. Look at those numbers. 15-8 record, 190 and a third pitched, 2.7 ERA, 105 whip, and in the playoffs had a strikeout rate of over 30%. He is absolutely unbelievable. He is John Means.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Gave him a qualifying offer in the offseason to make sure we kept him. So he gets paid $20+ million for 1 year.
Ball, that pitch is out.
And we're hoping for another year of phenomenal productivity from him. And down he goes on the curveball. Absolute dot, low and away. PCA goes down swinging. Interesting that versus their lefty lineup, they have back-to-back lefties to lead off.
0-1's the count.
There's Villar, who we worked with in the offseason, to get him moved from first to third base as a secondary position, so he will play there every day, with Tristan Costas playing first. And then Darren Cruz, is this a drafted player? He is 20 years old, 76 overall. Really good numbers, but maybe DHing. Listed at first. Not very good defensively.
0-1. Aye.
And John Means with the K. 3 batters faced, 3 batters down, and 2 of them by strikeout. Good start for John Means. Something we got well accustomed to saying. Jazz 36 home runs last year, career high. Really kind of blew up into the superstar realm with those numbers. Gets a fastball down the middle on the first pitch, pops it up. Okay. Here's Villar. Won a Gold Glove in his rookie year, but did not win Rookie of the Year. Sophomore season last year,
1 ball, 1 strike.
ended up going down with an injury that sidelined him for a long time. It was a 6-month injury. Didn't get to see the postseason.
Aye. 2.
That's a brutal call. We're hoping he can finally have that true breakout year. He's the closest thing to like a generational talent that we have. And he goes down on the splitter. Just such a big differential between 94 on the outside of the plate with the fastball and then down to 82 on the splitter.
Aye. 0-1.
There's the sweeper.
Inside, ball 1.
Back-to-back sweepers to Stone Garrett. Goes up high for that fastball. It's kind of remarkable, the speed differential between the fastball and his off-speed pitches.
3.
Good cutter. Thought it was a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Ends up being a cutter. And we find ourselves chasing. Cutter Crawford looking pretty good so far. And John Means' first battle. Here's Roman Anthony with his first play as a Chicago White Sox. Routine fly ball. Really excited to have him. I think our outfield defense is going to just be
0-1.
phenomenal. Our infield defense should be really good. Should be really good. Jazz actually finally playing his home position at second.
Ball.
Oh wow, it's a hit and run. And it works to perfection. So runners on the corners. Really need a ground ball or a strikeout here.
No ball, 2 strikes. Ball, that's outside.
See if we can jam him up with a fastball. Spits on it. Ruiz fields that off the hop. I expected more out of him there. Just a hanging curveball. Not a good location for Means. And he gives up a run here in the second.
0-1's the count.
Definitely not looking like the John Means of the playoffs last year.
0-1.
Okay. Really curious about some of these calls from Blue. I think this will be our double play, and it's not. Villar made a good throw to Jazz. Jazz tagging the bag and then pulls Costas off the bag at first. So some defensive miscues keeping this inning prolonged. And now Means probably laboring a little bit. Now 30 pitches. Gets a ground ball there, and Jazz finally makes a play. Jazz was really good playing third base as our everyday third baseman last year. Finally getting to play in his primary position at second, and just so far has not been great. Our first time seeing Roman Anthony at the plate. And he's going to get on with the single. That one a liner. Doesn't quite get to the wall as PCA, we all know, is a phenomenal defender. We actually looked at maybe trading for him, but ended up settling on Roman Anthony. And Roman Anthony gets a double on him. First pitch swinging. Cutter Crawford has been challenging us with fastballs early. So we've been challenging him right back. Another one to hit there. Kyle Teal late on it. Another fastball. And now Teal in an 0-2 count. Good timing.
Ball 1. Two balls.
Check swing from Teal. He does not go around.
Counts full.
All right. 3 off speed in a row. Gets us 3 balls. Kyle Teal works himself a full count. And he draws a walk.
Take your base.
So comes back from a 0-2 count. Works a walk. Good at bat for Kyle Teal. And now Ruiz with his phenomenal clutch rating. A runner in scoring position. And he skies the first pitch out to right. We send the runner over to third. And now look for Garrett Hampson to do something here.
0-1.
Again, way out in front of the splitter. And way out in front of the sweeper. That's going to eliminate the double play, though, as the runner at first advances to second. It's ruled a wild pitch. And Garrett Hampson needs to find his eyeballs.
0-2.
Absolutely bamboozled by Crawford on 3 straight pitches and 3 ugly-ass swings. I mean, those are just really, really filthy pitches. But Ollie's going to get a hold of this one. 1 runner scores. PCA with the throw home. Play at the plate is not in time. That is Ollie with a 2-run single again. We just mentioned it in previous at-bats. How Crawford challenging early with the fastball. That one actually a hanging curve. But right down the middle. Absolute meatball for Rick Oliver, who lines it out to center. And we have ourselves a lead. Now Oliver at first, not a ton of speed. Above average, I would say. But can still steal bags. And Costas is going to put this one on the ground. On the splitter. His day is going to start 0 for 2. But we get 2 across. John Means gets some run support. And we're on to the third.
Ball 1. Ball, that's out.
Really trying to figure out where the zone is from Blue behind the plate.
2-1.
They've gotten plenty of calls away. Okay, PCA fighting here. Count is even at 2-2. Somehow gets a piece of that changeup. See if Means can locate on the inside fastball. Too far inside. Let's try a front door slider, see if we can get this in the bottom part of the zone. Located pretty well. But PCA fouls off another one. Renowned contact hitter PCA just staying alive. Now the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Finally get him to pop up. Roman Anthony under it. And now we really need some speedy at-bats.
0-1's the count.
For Means.
Ball.
JP chants ringing loud here in Chicago. And Means just cannot get a swing or a call on the slider. We're going to have to challenge JP again.
Count's full.
These Cubs batters really making John Means work. Another foul ball. 11 pitches in the PCA at bat. Double-digit pitches there, but it ends in a strikeout. And much more efficient from John Means there. Catches Cruz looking at the fastball. 3-pitch strikeout looking. It's a good way to bounce back after 2 very long, arduous at-bats. And we get a chance to extend our lead. Another look at the projected averages for our lineup. Okay.
Ball.
I gotta say, despite the 2 runs we had in our last inning of work, Crawford's been really good. And that splitter, that sweeper have been so effective. We get a fastball right down the heart of the plate, and Jazz can't get a piece. Good timing on a fastball down the middle.
That's a ball.
Let's see what Villar can do here. Definitely has been one of our most exciting prospects. He started as in his rookie year as a 20-year-old, 21. Out in front of the fastball. And Stone Garrett gets a meatball down the middle. Can't do anything with it. Skied. I mean, we're getting strikes. We're swinging at him. I gotta say, I don't think we've seen Means' best stuff today. Normally he locates just
Ball 1.
at an extraordinary level with the fastball. We just haven't seen that today. And like I said, in the playoffs, over 30% strikeout rate. But here against the Cubs, they are just making him work, making contact on everything.
No, he's out.
And we feel confidence with our defense behind him.
That's a ball.
I mean, those have been going the Cubs' way all game. We don't quite get the call, but it's all right. Try it again with Vierling. That one's sky to center. Roman Anthony doesn't have to take a step. There's the Jazz we were looking for.
He's out.
Showing some great range there. That's what we were looking for earlier in the game. Just hadn't quite seen it yet. Pretty similar numbers between Crawford and Means. 4 Ks apiece, only 1 walk for Crawford. Got Roman Anthony up. He's 1 for 1. That's what you love to see out of the kid.
Ball that's outside.
Has had 1 at bat. Has had 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 hit. This time going opposite field. But it's a fly out to left. Still making good contact. And sometimes that happens, right? That's just baseball. You can make solid contact, 10 hits in a row, and have 10 outs.
That's outside. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
All right. Expecting a strike here. Let's see if we get another. If we can get a fastball to turn on.
Aye.
It's a cutter.
2 balls.
We're out in front.
Strike. Aye.
There's a fastball.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
Really close take. Finally get a call on one of those pitches on the black. Those have often gone the Cubs' way. Got a pitch to hit again. A hanging breaking ball. And we just can't do anything with it. I mean, that's got to be blasted to the second row. Ruiz fouls the fastball back. Good timing. Late on 94 there. Expecting an off-speed pitch here. Sets a low fastball. Swinging to protect is Ruiz. Can't outrun the throw to first. Still no productivity from our offense outside of the third.
Ball.
We cannot get a call.
1-1. No, that's foul.
There we go. Another K for Means. Not really prolific today, only his 5th strikeout. Averaging 1 an inning. Which is not really his game, so we don't necessarily expect that, but
1-0.
after the insane performance in the playoffs and the World Series. And there's a hanging breaking ball that the Cubbies don't miss on. Be nice if our hitters could do that. That is a monster shot for Owen Casey. 418, 106 off the bat. Just a hanging curveball, and he does not miss. And we truly just have not seen John Means at his best. I know it's only 2 runs. But John Means' game is just inducing ground balls. It's a good way to bounce back there. Gets PCA on the slide piece, spin it to win it. Now starting to labor a little bit. Closing in on 80 pitches.
That's ball 2. Hey. That's ball 3. Full count.
Challenge fastball for J.P. Crawford. Hit well out to left, but Esteury Ruiz is under it. So just a solo shot by Owen Casey. I hope that we can take advantage when we get pitches like that. Because we know we've seen a couple already. Who do we want to see? Let's get Ben Joyce up. We really need another lefty or two. I mean, hanging breaking ball right down the middle. We just can't sit back on it long enough.
Ball, that's inside.
We got punished for a very similar pitch. Let's see if we can make them pay as well.
Ball, that's just out.
Cutter only 54 pitches and is already getting a little gassed. Good eye there from Garrett Hampson. See what we get on the full count. A sweeper up and in, exactly where you would never expect that pitch. Just catches the zone, he gets the call. That is a really tough at bat. Oliver goes down, 91 center of the plate.
Ball one, no strike. That's a ball.
Now we're facing against Javier Assad. Sinker, cutter, fastball.
Hey!
Just a variety of fastballs, basically. And then a curve and a sweeper.
Nope.
Casas rips this one to second. It's not gloved by Mauricio. And we get a base hit. Well needed. Let's see if Jazz can come out here and do something with Casas on first. Really needed that. Jazz. Good timing. 88, middle of the plate. Fouled back. Dude. Getting unbelievable.
Ball. One ball, two strikes.
I know Means is almost out of gas, but we're going to trust him here.
That's ball two.
Come on. How do you lay off of that? Cubs have been putting together really good at-bats. I guess I can't really fault him at that, but can be a little frustrating. All right, he's completely out of gas now. We will go to the pen. And we are going to switch to the righty, Ben Joyce. Hoping that he can finally play up to his ratings. It's basically just throw fastballs and hope they land in the zone.
Ball.
There we go. 101 blown past Zach Neto. Can't blow it past Matt Vierling. 101 right down the middle. Blasted 450 feet. All right, facing Luke Little. Also phenomenal stats last year. Fastball down the middle. Splitter down the middle. Good timing, and we swing right through it. That one might get through, though. All right. Villar with the leadoff single. We'll take that. Just gets a piece of that splitter. He's hyped up, flexing on the... All right, Stone. Huge year last year. And I mean huge year. End of the year over 864 OPS, drove in 71. It's a great year. We need him to do something. This one opposite field. But foul, late on the fastball. Another fastball. I know late timing, but late timing can still get you hits. Another fastball. This one on the inside part of the plate. Can't turn on it. Just kidding. We can. Good timing. Fouled straight back. Feels good.
Ball two.
Swing through the sweeper. That thing's got a ton of movement. Very early, my ass.
Counts 1-0.
Way late on 97.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in. Ball 2.
Still only 1 out. Still an opportunity to do something here in this inning.
We got a full count. That's ball 4.
All right.
Your base.
Great patient at bat by the young Roman Anthony. And we find ourselves with 2 on and an out. And Kyle Teal at the plate. And now we will see Jose Leclerc. 2.87 ERA, 1.35 whip. Kyle Teal was ready for that slider.
Ball.
Absolutely blasted, but blasted foul. Very early on 97. Jesus. Fouls off the fastball away, staying alive. Wow. Cutter way in on the hand, somehow gets a piece. Fastball somehow catches the bottom of the zone.
Hey.
.98 clutch for Ruiz.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And pops up the fastball.
Hey. All ones the count. All one. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3.
All right. Ben Joyce gets Balastros on the change.
Yeah. 0-1.
And in this game, like, I swear, just throwing 100 plus just doesn't do anything.
That's a ball.
Yeah. I'm just done with Ben Joyce. Leads a base runner. I know it feels weird to...
Hey. 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
switch pitchers after a pitch, but there's an out. And safe at second. Pretty good throw by Teal. Roman Anthony with the throw home. Not in time.
Ball, that's out.
Looking for the big lefty to do something here. We get back-to-back left-handed batters.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball, that's off the plate.
And he just can't find the slider. All right. PCA gets an RBI. And, I mean, 8 hits, man. All right, so coming up, we got Cruz, we got Neto, and Vierling, all not great versus righties. Wait, where is... Where's Pache? Fastball down the middle. Popped up. I mean, I just don't really know what else we can do here. We're getting good timing on our so many pitches. But we just can't. We're just nothing but fly balls.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Who is this kid? Abner Uribe. 19 walk per 9. Okay. Good timing. Swing right through it.
Yep, that ball went out.
Make it make sense, game.
Two and 0.
Top of the 8th, we gotta do something. Love to get a little 2-out rally.
3-0.
It's just been so shocking how little offense we've got. Like, gotten like no hits. Drawn a couple walks, which I guess is nice. Obviously, we scored 2, but
No, ball
just like 1 inning of work where we had some production. One swing away from tying it up, though.
ball, that's out.
I mean, 18 walk per 9, we might just like not swing. I don't know. We need base runners. But there's only so much I can do. I just press the button. We get the swing timing. It's up to the baseball gods what happens after that. And so far, it just has not gone our way.
Out. That ball's foul. Foul ball. Hey.
There we go.
Hey. 0-1's the count. Inside, ball 1.
There we go. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Jimenez. We'll leave him out there unless we get a close situation. Bailey, you're fine. We'll warm up Kate Smith just in case, but like we got to find out where Colin Pache is.
Nope, that's inside.
All right, Andreas Munoz. We just need 2 runs.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got Villar coming back from injury. I mean, fastball right down the middle. Just can't do anything with it. Good timing. Fastball down the middle. Good timing. That's been the story of the day. Getting pitches to hit, just can't put him in play. Very frustrating.
That's a ball.
But I mean, if you get a fastball down the middle,
Nope.
it's what you're supposed to swing at. I'm not gonna be like, oh, we shouldn't swing at the first pitch every time. If you get a fastball down the middle, you should swing. And that's another one. So really tough start for the 2029 season. I definitely felt like we should have had a lot more there. We definitely had tons of opportunities. But we could only muster 2 runs on 4 hits. Cubbies got 2 home runs, 8 hits total, 4 runs total. Just tough day at the plate. All right, so we'll swim. Let's sim to our opening day, like home opener. All right, so everyone's cleared waivers. Our AA squad needs more players. Okay. So they have 4 outfielders, not many infielders, not many. Okay. All right, so AA. 5 starters is fine. Okay. Only 1 catcher. First baseman, second baseman, third baseman. But 3 shortstops. So that's fine. McLean, 26 years old. He can go to AA. All right, so that's fine. All right, so set these rotations. So Hagen Smith, Mitre. And then Jerpy and White are lawn relief. Marcella will act as the closer. Okay. And then AA. Got our starters in there. Lawn reliever. Closer. Okay. And then our minor league lineups. Holy hell. Okay. All right, well, we know Alec Thomas. All right, so you can play right. Scotty at short. Brooks Baldwin can play second. Miguel Vargas at first. Third base, and Corey Lee's got some power, so he can DH. All right, Kara. See, we had Corey Lee DHing. Brooks Baldwin. And then 58 contact versus lefties isn't bad, so we'll do that. And our double A lineups. Sussex will catch. Weatherhold at short. Perez at left. Clean and right. And Easton Sarin. Okay. Lefties. Sussex catching. Okay. All right. So got all that taken care of. Want to sim to our first home opener. And we're 3-3. Okay. So versus the Cubbies. We lost that series. We only took 1 of 2. Then in Cleveland, we took 2 of 3. Been scoring some runs, so that's not terrible. How did our starters do? Means we know about. We saw that. Bryce Wilson went 5 innings. 5 Ks, 3.6 ERA, 1.4 whip. Okay. Thorpe was abysmal. Nice. 4 innings. Gave up 6 hits, 2 home runs, 2 walks. Not a good way to start. Eder with a solid start. Cannon with a solid start. Okay. All right. I got I got a little less than an hour. I think we can get through a game. So let's play our home opener. against the Angels. Clear skies here on the south side of Chicago. Bryce Wilson on the mound. Let's get it going. Kyle Teal starting off hot, hitting 368. Stone is cold through the first few games. All right. Bryce Wilson, so far through one start, looking good. Pitched 5 innings, 5 Ks. Not bad. Had kind of a down year in 2028, but pitched really, really well in the playoffs.
Aye. 0-1.
And we're looking to get Pena out on 3 consecutive pitches. 93 speed, but still can't leg it out. Teal can't glove it, which is a little concerning because we saw that quite a few times. But has the wherewithal and the athleticism to jump back there and get the ball and make the play. So a 3-pitch out for Bryce Wilson. That one hit high and deep out in the center field, but Stone Garrett's under it. And looking to make a quick at-bat out of Woods.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And we got him on the changeup. A very quick 1-2-3 inning for Bryce Wilson. Now let's see what we can do against Tanner Houck. Has had 1 start, only pitched 4 innings, and did not have a good outing. Has a sweeper, a sinker, a splitter, and a cutter. And we are going to start off with a first pitch hit for Garrett Hampson. A sweeper right down the middle. Just a little late on it. Opposite field. A splitter left up in the heart of the plate. Oliver gives us a pretty good ride. Only 84 off the bat, though. Good timing.
Safe.
Nice to see Casas off to a hot start in our first few games. Hitting 375.
Aye.
Late on the sinker, though. And that one hit really hard. Out to right. Oh, dude, stop doing stupid shit. I mean, Garrett Hampson is blazing fast, but that is that barely made it out of the infield, really. He was out by a mile. We lose a base runner. Frustrating. All right, Jazz. Tough call there. That one left up. A little early on it. And that one left up as well. Driven high and deep out into right, but caught on the track. Byron Buxton under that one.
Ball, that's just
Okay. Yeah, I'm with the fans. I don't really like that call either. Ahead in the count, 1-2 to Kerry Carpenter, and he goes down on the changeup. Bryce Wilson with his third strikeout in 2 innings. This one hit fairly high and deep. Caught by Ruiz, no issue. Now Byron Buxton. Hot start to the year, hitting .364 in a limited sample size.
No bets off the plate. Ball 2.
Villar, please pick it up, throw it. Villar knocks it down. Takes his good sweet time getting to it though afterwards. And Byron Buxton is able to leg that one out. Not what you want to see. But, you know, we did just work with him in the offseason to add that third base as a secondary position. So still getting used to it, still working out the kinks. Bryce Wilson takes out De La Cruz, though, who's really not happy about that call. I mean, that was absolute paint. And after the defensive miscue, Villar is going to lead us off here in the second. I mean, when you win a Gold Glove your rookie year,
Ball 1.
you got to think moving him over to third would be a really easy fit. Maybe not easy, but be a good move, right? You need strong defense at the hot corner. Need his bat to come along a little bit. Didn't get to see him in the second half of the year last year because of injury.
Ball 2.
And Huck got him on the splitter. 89, we're out in front of it.
Ball inside.
Stone Garrett is having a really tough time so far this season, hitting under 100. But that average is going to go up a little bit. Opposite field single for Stone. And now the young Roman Anthony.
That's out.
We had a big trade in the offseason to bring him in. Traded away 2 starters who were big pieces for us last year in the hopes that we get a superstar of the future and a staple of the outfield.
Out of there.
Does not ground into the double play. Good timing on a sinker, just can't elevate it.
Ball, that's out.
Teal hits this one fairly well out into left. Only 85 off the bat, though. Just doesn't quite have the carry. And we're back up with Bryce Wilson. Has been really efficient and adds another strikeout to his line. Fifth K here in just 2 1/3.
That's a ball. Ball 2.
Can't locate on his first 2 pitches, though. And Delgado finds himself ahead in the count.
Ball, that's low.
This one hit pretty high. Hard and deep out to right. And Stone can't make the grab. Just goes right through his glove. I don't think Garrett Hampson will have that problem, though, as it's skied into the infield. Works out of it there.
0-1.
Let's see if we can finish Jeremy Pena here. And I don't know what he was waiting for, but a hanging changeup. Pretty much right down the heart of the plate. Bryce Wilson looking really good so far. So is Tanner Houck. He had a really bad start. I don't know who he played against. But he's been doing well against us.
0-2 is the count.
We've gotten hits, but just haven't been able to do anything with them. We did have, who was a Garrett Hampson thrown in at third, trying to go first to third. But right now, Houck is dealing.
That's a ball.
Giving us some of that Hawk 2
1
action.
ball, 2 strikes, the count. 3.
And Ruiz goes down on the inside sweeper. We're late? Are you kidding me?
Ball, that's inside. Yeah. Aye.
Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Aye.
I mean, come on. That's the sweeper right down the middle. Very early. Wow. That did not feel like very early, I'll say that much. I mean, right now, Hawk is painting. Once again, it's a lazy fly ball. can't do anything with these pitches left up. I don't know why. In the postseason, we hit some of the best pitchers in the league. And against Hawk Tua, we can't do anything.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Make it make sense.
Hey!
Chanel gets a piece. Stays alive. No, throw. Oh my God. I didn't get any indication that he was going to throw the ball, so I hit it again, and of course, he does the old pump fake. Like it's supposed to flash green, yellow, red, whatever on how well they throw it. I hit the button, nothing happened. Realized it too late. It's going to be an error for Wilson. Good way to bounce back there against James Wood with the strikeout. 7th and just 3 1/3.
Hey! 0-1's the count. Ball. That's ball 2.
I don't know why Garrett Hampson's going for that, but all right. Good battle, but Bryce Wilson wins. 1 on, 2 out.
Hey!
Notable that no Mike Trout. We saw when we were kind of trade shopping. Jesus Christ. That he was down to like a 60-something overall. Throw the ball, Teal! Just watching Byron Buxton just fly down the line. And Teal casually taking his time with the throw. We get the out. Get out of a bit of a jam. See if we can finally do something against Tanner Hawk. I mean, the first inning, he looked awful. Couldn't score anything against him. And now, since then, we've barely been able to get a hit. We already know Costas isn't going to be able to outrun anything. Good timing.
Counts 1-0.
We know Jazz can do some damage.
Hey!
Cutter right down the heart of the plate. And we're early on it. There's the ball. That's going to land fair. Oh! Jazz hesitates at first. And then the fielder cannot glove it. So Jazz gets a 1-out double. Gets a sweeper very early on it. We still just have not been able to time up some of these pitches. Villar gives this one a good ride out to center. We're not going to challenge the arm of Buxton. Sinker right down the heart of the plate. Again, just cannot do anything with it. Stone can't put this one up. Like, we cannot get hits. And you do not need to have good time. In fact, most of the time, good timing doesn't get you a hit. It's like the just late, just early, late. The ones that go opposite field, that get pulled. Those are the ones that often get you hits. But don't get anything there. Oh my God. Please go foul. Thank you. 2.7 feet outside the foul pole. Wilson misses with the fastball. Luckily, De La Cruz can't get to that one. And it's just a loud out.
Ball.
Wilson, not really hitting his spot right now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Haven't really thrown the slurve much, but we're going to go to it here. And down goes Shunk. 9th K for Wilson. In just 4 2/3, has 9 strikeouts.
All 1.
'69th pitch incoming. Nice.
Ball 2.
And Delgado goes down on the changeup. Strikeout number 10 for Bryce Wilson. Would love to get him a win here if we can get some offense going. He is starting to get a little gassed. We're going to get up some long relievers in Iriarte and Schultz. See what Roman Anthony can do. Good timing on a sinker down the heart of the plate. Fouled back. Sinker left up. Fouled up. Tanner Hawk out here looking unhittable. Only 46 pitches through 4 1/3. Swing right through a sinker. Early. Like, not very early, just early. Finally! Lightning strikes in Chicago. Kyle Teal finally puts us on the board. So many mistake pitches, so many good timing swings, and we finally get bat to ball with the timing. Kyle Teal does not miss. And the man behind the plate sends this one out of the ballpark. 414 feet out to left. You love to see it. And see, that's what I'm saying. You don't need good timing. That's just late. You do not need good timing to get hits. Even a perfect sometimes is just a line out. It's just, it really is like all about luck. Ruiz getting an opportunity to be the everyday guy, showed that he can hit righties
That ball went out.
pretty effectively last year. And I think we're putting up the stop sign here. Ruiz is deadly on the base paths. You get him on first, he can get to third easily. Let it rip on a cutter away. Tried to pull it. Wow. I thought that was a sweeper, like 100%. Then it just fell right in the zone. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
0-1.
I think the game heard me there. How do you get a sink? I don't know. These balls have some weird movement. There's no way that you just swung through 84 left up. Jesus. All right. Well, we're in the sixth. Bryce Wilson with 10 strikeouts and only 71 pitches in 5 innings. We're going to give him an opportunity to get through the sixth. Get an easy pop up here. Stone missed the last fly ball. It was a pretty difficult catch to make on the run. But was able to snag that one. And Wilson showing signs of fatigue.
Ball 1.
Can we get one more K on the day? That one really close. Got him on the cutter. 11th strikeout for Wilson. And James Wood cannot hit lefty. Neither can Kerry Carpenter. So I think we are going to switch to Noah Schultz here. Wilson's out of gas. We got a really good matchup here, lefty-lefty.
Aye. 0-1's the count.
And we got a nice, easy ground ball. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth. With a lead, Bryce Wilson gets us most of the way there. Let's see if our bullpen can carry it. Let's see if we can get to Tanner Hawk. That one hit pretty high and pretty deep. Buxton under it, making the catch on the run. We love to be aggressive at the plate. A sinker left way up and given a ride. Really good spot for that splitter. And that one hit really hard.
He's out.
But right to the first baseman. And now Jazz, coming off a career best season, is going to put this one in play. Good range from the shortstop. But Jazz is able to leg that one out. That would be ruled a hit, despite the excellent defense. And now let's see what Villar can do. 0 for 2 today, but has hit the ball really hard at times.
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike.
And this one hit out to the gap and right. It's going to fall. Villar with a single. And Jazz stays at third. And that's going to be it for Shunk. Or, sorry. Whatever his name was. I can't remember. Now, Brant Herter. Sinker, sweeter, sweeper, changeup, and a four-seamer. Pretty similar pitch mix to what we saw earlier. Uh-oh, we might have blown this game open. Stone Garrett off the wall. Villar headed home. The throw to the plate is well in time. We're idiots. That is the second time we have been thrown out at a base. And it's not even been close. So we finally get some runs going. And we kind of blow it. Really frustrating. Looking ahead, so we have Kerry Carpenter and Francisco Alvarez. Both can't hit lefties particularly well. Byron Buxton, not the best. The problem is we don't have another lefty to go to. So I think with such a close game in the seventh, we're going to sit down Iriarte. We've got to remember to find out where our setup guy, where he, like, what happened to him? Actually, we might actually have to go with Iriarte.
Hey. Hey. 0-2. Out.
Why can't I remember his name? That's not good. Slider really missed. Hit very well from Francisco Alvarez. But right to our glove out in center field.
Oh, 2 is the count. Ball.
Stone Garrett running in. Got it. Okay. So we get through the seventh. The big lefty looking good out there. Now it's going to be Sam Bachman. Limited sample size. Not really anything too exciting there. Roman Anthony. He's going to put this one on the ground. Fastball down the middle. Good timing. Kyle Teal, our hero. So we got a slider, a two-seamer, and a changeup. Okay. There's that slide piece. Power slider at 91. And Teal finds himself down 0-2. Another slider popped up. We got to look to the bullpen. I think we stick with the lefty. He's been really good. We'll trust him. All over that slider, but early pulls it foul.
No balls, 2
Then very early on the slider away. That one, though, hit well. Out into right. Ruiz with great speed. That's going to be an easy double. And he walks in for 2. Nice little opposite field hit. Little slider away on the black.
1-0.
Now let's see what we can do with Garrett Hampson. A single easily scores Ruiz, more than likely. How's the pitch to hit right there? Slider left up. Just can't time it. Swing it through 2 sliders. Just can't sit back long enough. Now we find ourselves in a full count. I don't know what the timing was, but that felt really good. But that was also just a perfect pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. No, that's a foul ball. That's foul. Ball. We got a full count.
Really cannot afford a walk when you're only up 2. We're going to challenge Cruz. Front door slider. Got him looking. Strikeout looking for Noah Schultz. He's having a good day.
Yeah. Ball 1.
That's just an incredible take. That one hit well, carrying, but caught on the track by Ruiz.
Nope, ball 1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And got him looking. Just barely catches the zone. Delgado, not happy about the call, but I think if you had the robot umpire review, you would see that was a strike. 9 hits on the day I just saw, and only 2 runs. And we're going to see Dustin May in the 8th. Interesting. And Noah Schultz, he is a starter, so he could carry on. But I think it is time that we move to a righty. We're going to get Kate Smith up because this is likely going to be a save situation. And we're going to get Iriarte in. I just do not trust Ben Joyce. Dustin May is just absolutely disgusting. Staying in LA, we're early, very early on 94, by the way. But goes from the Dodgers to the Angels. And is ahead 0-2 versus Oliver. It's a really tough take. But it is a strike. Just catches the bottom of the zone there.
Ball 1.
Would love a little bit more run support. Dustin May, though, is a tough customer.
One ball, two strikes. Two balls, two
So
strikes.
far, nothing but sinkers and a fastball. Ooh. Sinker left up. We're late on it.
The count's full.
This has been a really good at bat so far. 7th pitch.
That's ball.
And Casas works a walk. Nothing but fastballs and sinkers so far from May. Now, Jazz is an extremely good fastball hitter.
Ball one.
We get the call there. I mean, not much you're going to do with a sinker in on the hands like that. That one's a better one. That one is slurve, though. Comes bending in on the hands of Jazz Chisholm Jr., and that one is popped up. Even the slurve is at 88. And Villar sends this one high and deep out to right at the track. The runner holds at third. We have 2 on with 2 out. And Villar with a 2-hit game. So close to a home run there. Just late, and we don't even make contact. Okay. But Stone's going to drive another one in. Villar coming home. Buxton with the cutoff throw. The throw home cannot be made. And we are going to head into the 9th with at least a 4-run lead. Stone Garrett got a fastball down the middle. Good timing. And just sent it right back up the middle. And now Roman Anthony. Really excited about him. 0 for 3 on the day, though. It's another foul ball.
Inside, ball one.
Of all the players, of all the pitchers that we hit well against, I'm shocked that it's Dustin May, but
Ball, that's off the plate.
we just could not get to Hawk. We had plenty of chances. I guess arguably you could just say the Hawk just got really, really lucky, and maybe Dustin May has not. That slurve was ridiculous. That was way off the plate. Came bending inside. Anthony reacts to it, but fouls it off. 7th pitch. I mean, we've done really well against May. This is his 23rd pitch of the inning. We've scored multiple runs against him. Not an easy thing to do. And we might be sending these fans home happy
Count is 3-2.
on our opening day here in 2029. This will also put us one game above 500, which through 7 games is a decent enough start. Really good at bat there. That was just, I don't know, that one was painted. Could have gone either way. We didn't get the call. Now with the 4-run lead, we're going to see, I don't know if he qualifies as a rookie. He does. Rookie campaign for Jairo Iriarte. He's 27 years old, 80 overall, was a reliever, but with 72 stamina, we decided to convert him over to a starter, and he is working out of the pen. He's going to face off against the top of the order.
Counts 1-0.
With Jeremy Pena first.
Ball 2.
All right, kid, let's get the jitters out. Okay.
2-1.
Not the most well-located slider, but we'll take it. Check swing.
What do you got?
They say he went around. How about a 2-seamer in on the hands? What does that look like? That was a really good pitch. We got the pop-up. Ruiz under it. And we get out number 1. We get the ground ball on the changeup. 2 up, 2 down for Jairo Iriarte. And the last, hopefully last batter, but certainly the last chance for the Angels is James Wood. 0 for 3 today. Let's see if the rookie can put him away.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
No bite on the slider. Fourteenth pitch
3-2.
is a check swing. Are we sure about that? We're going to challenge him. Fastball inside. James Wood can only sit back and watch it. Good way to close out the game by Iriarte. Not a ton of runs, which was kind of a bummer, but 11 hits. So we had our opportunities. We also had 2 runners get thrown out, 1 at third, 1 at home. And we take game 1 of the series and our first home game of the 2029 campaign. Bryce Wilson was phenomenal. 5 2/3, gets a win, 11 strikeouts, only 2 hits, no walks. Stone Garrett continues his hot start of the season, goes 3 for 4. Jazz 2 for 4, Villar 2 for 4, and Teal 1 for 3. Great game. But now I don't have a ton of time. But I've got to find wasn't Curry. I think his first name was Percy? No? I know we offered him a contract. Pache, that's what it was. Yeah, we got to get Pache back. 1 year deal, $5 million. There is no reason why Ben Joyce should be so bad. It doesn't make any sense. We're obviously not going to send down Cade Smith. Jimenez is great. Pache we know is great. Gibbets usually good. Was good last year. And I really like Curry. But he technically is the odd man out. And had a really tough start to the year so far. I liked what I saw out of Iriarte. So I think we'll move Curry down for now. But he would definitely probably be my first call up. And Frazier Elad will go to AA. Okay. And that will be it for this one. So we did the offseason. Nothing really crazy. The big thing was that we picked up Tristan Casas. He's having a good start so far. 2 home runs, hitting 370. Defense, not great, but we like him. And we'll see how we go. But thank you guys so much for watching. Do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next one. Thanks a lot. Bye.